Sounds off. Sorry about that. Hey. Hey, how you doing? Happy Friday. It's this is Black Bunny Hole. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry for the silent talking to you for a little bit. If you were wondering, for the first part, I was talking about how good my titties look. And I bet you were all like, she's probably talking about her titties. They looking right now. And you'd be right. So hey. Ah! Today, I wanted to first and foremost shout out my newest follower, a Monique Wainwright. I saw her. I don't think we've met in the IRL space, Monique. But thank you so much. You're in for a treat. I saw on some of her YouTube stuff, some stuff about the Lord and things and God. So you've come to the right place if you wanted to like talk about God and stuff. So that's gonna be great. Okay, like let's get down to biz. I've kept you guys waiting so long for this episode. Let's just get right into it. There's a clue in the Chiron. That's the thingy that's like running right there. Let's set it off with our guest, we are doing a deep dive on, going down the Black Bunny hole, on the Incomparable. Oh, I forgot to do an adjective before this person's name. Anyway, it's the Incomparable Jada Pinkett Smith. Ah. Oh, yeah. That's like an interesting picture that they chose for her, like, Wikipedia. But yes, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith, daughter of Jada Corin Pinkett, mother of Willow and Jaden, wife of Will Smith. Sorry, I was trying to okay, that's a little better. Even better. Let's really get up in there. Too much? No, perfect. Nailed it. Okay, let's get down to business. Jada Corin Pinkett Smith. Born September 18th, 1971. I think my girl, that makes her like a Virgo, like Beyonce. Jada Pinkett Smith is an American actress and talk show host. She's co-host of the Facebook Watch talk show Red Table Talk, for which she's received a Daytime Emmy Award. Oh, got an Emmy already. Time named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2021. I mean, I don't know who's on the Time list, but I love that. I wanted to do Jada Pinkett Smith because, like, you've heard, I've certainly heard a lot about her, like, in the press recently. Lots of males having a lot of things to say about her. And I just want to, like, see what's going on with that, because I just hear a lot about this person who I don't really know that much about, except I know my girl is from Baltimore, so she's probably pretty fucking cool. And that, like, you know, I love people who try to foster conversations. I love a powerful woman who, you know, powerful dudes are obsessed with. Like, I'm like, hell yes. Especially a Black woman. Love it. Okay, Pinkett Smith landed her big break on the sitcom A Different World in 1991. I'll be honest, I have not really watched much A Different World at all, so I don't really know. Let me know what your favorite Jada Pinkett Smith thing is as we go through, because I realized I haven't really watched pretty much any of these. Okay, so she went on to star in films such as Menace to Society. Oh, no, I go over here. Right. Menace to Society. American teen drama directed by the Hughes brothers. Is this that one I saw that Tupac was in? I think Tupac was supposed to be in this, but he like punched a director or something, so we got cut from it. Okay, anyway. Menace to Society, The Nutty Professor. Also didn't watch that one. My like, if you've heard, my parents were very strict, and like they didn't really let us watch a lot of stuff with bathroom humor in it. So The Nutty Professor, I think he farts in it a lot, so that was a no-no. I know. Okay, Set It Off. which is with Jada Pinkett, Queen Latifah, Vivica A. Fox, and Kimberly Elise. I will be honest with you, I also haven't seen it because, like, I know that it's really sad and, like, someone or several people die in it, and I just, like, I hate it. I don't like watching things about Black women dying. Okay, Scream 2, The Matrix Reloaded, all of the Matrixes, the Madagascar films. She returned to television with starring roles on Hawthorne and Gotham. We've got one of our shows that me and Billy are doing, Breadlums, is like based off of Gotham. Her other acting roles include Magic Mike XXL, seen her in that one. Oscar snubbed. Bad Moms, also I saw that one on a cruise. I don't remember her in that. Oh, she plays a nurse, I think. Okay, Mila Kunis. All right. Girls Trip, did see that. Loved that one. I don't really remember Jada Pinkett in it. I gotta watch it again. That was a weird time in my life. 2017. Yeah, that was a weird time in my life. Yeah, you liked her. Okay, so Aaron says, okay, so Billy says you couldn't watch Nutty Professor. No, I couldn't. There was too much bathroom humor, as I mentioned. I think he farted a lot or something. And you know what? Now I'm thinking, my dad was an obese man also. So maybe he was like too close to home, but couldn't articulate it. So who knows? Let me not get into, that's a whole nother bunny hole we can go down later. And Aaron says, yeah, I loved her in The Matrix. I skimmed through this before, and there's some interesting facts about that we will get to shortly. In 2002, she launched a music career. Oh, hold on. How do I highlight this? Okay. She launched a music career as the lead singer and songwriter for the heavy metal band Wicked Wisdom. What? Look at those abs, by the way. Like, oh my gosh, we can't really, let me zoom in so you can really, hot damn. You see that? Like, oh my God. Whew. Man, Baltimore. I love that for her. Okay. Back down to 200 or 250. Oh, 250 is nice. That's nice. Let's take that. Okay. Wicked Wisdom. She published a children's book, Girls Hold Up the World, which landed at number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list, along with her husband, Will Smith. She has a production company and has producing credits in films, documentaries, and TV series. In 2010, she earned a nomination for a Tony as the producer for the Broadway musical Fela. Did you watch that? I didn't see that one either, but I bet it's really freaking good. Okay, Billy and Aaron love her in The Matrix. Love that. Man. Okay, so let's get into this. Born in Baltimore, Maryland. Beautiful town. Produces beautiful people. Jada Corinne Pinkett was named after her mother's favorite soap opera actress, Jada Rowland, an American actress and illustrator. Okay, cool. Love that for her. She is Jamaican and Bajan descent. I think Bajan is Barbados because I went there last year and they said it was Bajan. Descent on her mother's side and African-American descent on her father's side. Her parents are Adrienne Banfield Norris, the head nurse of a Baltimore inner city clinic. Yes, ladies in STEM. And Rob Soul, that's an interesting one. Rob Soul Pinkett Jr., who ran a construction company. Banfield Norris became pregnant in high school. The couple married but divorced after several months. Y'all, like, come on. High school marriages, pregnancies, rarely works out, you know. The couple married but divorced after several months. Pinkett was raised by her mother and grandmother, a Jamaican-born social worker. She says, my grandmother was a doer who wanted to create a better community and add beauty to the world. Her grandmother noticed her granddaughter's passion for the performing arts and enrolled her in piano, tap dance, and ballet lessons. Pinkett attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, which I used to live next to when I was with my ex-husband, where she met and became close friends with her classmate, rapper Tupac Shakur. Oh, yep. Also known by his stage names Tupac and Machiavelli, blah, blah, blah. I might come back to him, so let me put that out. When Pinkett met Shakur, she was a drug dealer. She was the drug dealer. I love that for her. Her mother had been a heroin addict. I love that less for her. but like, yes, street cred. She majored in dance and theater and graduated in 1989, 2 years after yours truly was born. After graduation, she spent a year at the North Carolina School of the Arts. Oh, yes, Jada. Look at this like old like 90s pictures of her. I love from the Million Woman March in 1997. So she kind of like hit the ground running after high school. She began her acting career in 1990, and she was born in 71. So when she was 19, when she starred in an episode of True Colors. Anyone seen that one? An American sitcom on Fox, interracial marriage. Oh, subsequent blended family. Oh, how progressive for the time. She's received guest roles in shows like Doogie Howser, 21 Jump Street, and earned a role on A Different World as college freshman Lena James. Yes, I love that for her. In 1993, she appeared in her first film, Menace to Society. She was cast as Ronnie, a single mother, due to a recommendation from her friend, Tupac Shakur, who was set to appear in the film before he was fired. Why was he fired? I think he was fired for like punching someone on the set. Like this, I feel like shows who Pinkett is. Pinkett considered dropping out of the film after Shakur's departure, but he convinced her to keep the role, which was the right move, Tupac. It would have been a real dick move if, like, you know, you letting this black woman suffer because of your actions. In 1994, Pinkett acted with Keenan Ivory Wayans in the action and comedy film A Low Down Dirty Shame. Also not seen that. Oh, I want to see like lots of these. She described her character Peaches, which is my grandmother's name, by the way, as raw with major attitude. And her acting garnered positive reviews. Oh man, I hope someone says this kind of thing about me. Miss Pinkett, whose performance is as sassy and sizzling as a Salt and Pepper recording, walks away with the movie. Yes, okay, I love that for her. Okay, she's in this romantic drama, Jason's Lyric. Ooh, oh, it looks intense, sexy. Opposite Alan Payne, I don't know what that is. Is that where House of Pain is about? Oh, as well as his portrayal of CJ Payne. Oh, is he the dad? I haven't watched House of Pain, but whenever I see the commercials for it, I'm just like, oh god, that does not look funny. Okay, apparently Roger Ebert said that Payne has powerful chemistry with the enigmatic, teasing, tender character played by Pinkett. They really seem to like one another, which is not a feeling you always pick up in screen romances. She's dope. She had a role in the romantic comedy The Inkwell. Haven't seen it. It's with Lorenz Tate. Okay. In 1995, she played a convict on work release in the horror film Demon Knight. Oh, wow, that looks intense. According to Lorenz Tate, Pinkett was set to appear in the film Dead Presidents, but she turned down the role of Delia due to her loyalty to Shakur. The Hughes brothers directed the film, and they had fired Shakur from Menace to Society. Look at her. Like, that is like, she's a very loyal person. And if anything, one of my critiques is like, really, for these dudes? Girl. But I think, like, all of the flack that she's getting now seems very, like, to, like, minimize and, like, forget about, like, this bitch is, like, a down-ass bitch. She's been, like, I don't know, she's, like, a ride or die friend. That's really cool. So in 95, she was what, like, 20, 23, 24. Billy says, I remember when Low Down Dirty Shame came out. Bootleg DVDs. Wow, I'm old. I remember a bootleg DVD, but I don't remember Low Down Dirty Shame. 94. How old was I? I was like 7. Anyway, Pinkett also began directing music videos in 1995. She directed the music video I'm Going Down. Oh, I thought it was the one by Mary J. I'm going down. But apparently it's by Y Envy, which does not have a a thing. Doesn't have a Wikipedia page, but it comes from a thing. 4 singers and a director. All right. She also directed the video How Many Times by Gerald Levert. It was reported that Pinkett would direct the music video for Shakira's song Can You Get Away, but another single was released instead. Pinkett came up with a concept for his California Love music video, which she had intended to direct, but she removed herself from the project. In 96, she directed the music video Keep On Keepin' On by MC Lyte featuring Escape. Wow. Ooh, it was produced and co-written by Jermaine Dupri and samples Michael Jackson's Liberian Girl. Like, also, all of this was before she was 24. What were you guys doing before you were 24? I was just becoming a barred attorney, you know, like it's hard or anything. But, you know, this is pretty fucking awesome. Like, this girl is, like, doing it. I'm so impressed. And, like, a black girl in the 90s, so great. Rise to prominence. Pinkett starred with actor and comedian Eddie Murphy in the 1996 remake, The Nutty Professor. So what is this about? It's a science fiction comedy. It's the remake of a 1963 film. Okay. All right. Someone tell me if I should watch The Nutty Professor. Because I know, portraying the love interest of a kind-hearted university professor who is morbidly obese. You know, I don't like the trope of, like, hot, awesome woman, you know, can only find a man who will treat her right if he's, like, grotesque physically. Like, you know, she can be hot and kind and successful and, you know, whatnot. And, like, he can be, like, maybe all of those other things except for hot. Like, if he's going to be kind and successful and, like, smart, he's going to be not attractive. And I'm just like, I don't know. It feels made up. Film was a commercial success, earning $25 million, eventually $274 million worldwide. Yes. She also had a lead role in Set It Off, a crime drama about 4 women who rob banks to escape from poverty. Oh, man, yeah, that's probably going to wreck me. Queen Latifah, love, amazing. I'm probably going to do one on Queen Latifah, A Black Bunny Hole. Vivica A. Fox, also Vivica, probably. Kimberly Elise, I'm trying to think of who that is now. Yeah, I don't know Kimberly Elise as much. Her acting in the film was noted in the San Francisco Chronicle, which wrote that she was the one to watch. Ooh. Budgeted at $9 million, Set It Off made $41 million globally. Yes, black women. And when they say it's, like, not marketable, like, for black, like, they're lying. Black women are killing it. Okay, she had a cameo in Scream 2 as a college student who's brutally murdered in front of hundreds of filmgoers. Okay. She played a reporter in the thriller Return to Paradise with Joaquin Phoenix and Vince Vaughn, and took on the title role of an extroverted woman alongside Tommy Davidson in the comedy Woo, which I have also not watched. But, like, it looks good. As an extroverted woman myself, I feel like I would relate. Actually, I'm not even extroverted. Let me not even say that. I'm just, like, very good at performing that. Hey, Vince Vaughn. Okay. So apparently, a reviewer said the script of Woo was formulaic and not much of a vehicle for its impish starlet. Ooh, I love that description. Like, I hope I'm described as, like, an impish starlet. I feel like I kind of am. Oh, hey. Shut up, Billy. Have I seen any of her movies? I have. Just not the ones you'd think. Actually, we're coming up on them soon. She next starred in Spike Lee's Bamboozled. Ooh, girl, as a satirical dark comedy drama film written and directed by Spike Lee about a modern televised minstrel show featuring black actors donning blackface makeup and the resulting violent fallout from the show's success. Cool, that sounds like really good. Although the film met with mediocre reviews, it won the National Board of Review's Freedom of Expression Award. Love that. Oh, yeah, so this one I've seen, Kingdom Come. When I worked as a shampoo girl, this was one of the movies we had. We had Fighting Temptations, we had Kingdom Come, and I watched the hell out of them. This film stars LL Cool J, Ladies Love Cool J, Jada Pinkett Smith, Vivica A. Fox again, Anthony Anderson, Toni Braxton, Whoopi Goldberg, Loretta Devine. Is she that black woman who's in everything? Yep, I knew it. She's also in Fighting Temptations. She's just perfect. And Darius McCrary. Oh, Eddie Winslow. Oh my God, I love that. Did Billy tell me that, like, he was married to, like, Superhead? Is that him? No. Oh, no. Oh, in 2015, he was arrested and held for failure to pay child support, but was released after 2 hours when he paid the full $5,500 in back square owed. Why wouldn't you just pay it originally, Eddie? Anyway, I digress. Okay. Kingdom Come is great, and I actually remember her character. She's married to, I want to say, Anthony Anderson, and, like, actually it's probably very problematic. There's this part at the beginning where, what's his name? Whoever she's married to is, like, they're driving to this funeral. That's what about. They're driving to a funeral, and so she plays, as they say in this, a loudmouthed wife in the moderately successful comedy Kingdom Come. So, like, they're driving, and her husband, like, doesn't have a job, he's broke and all these things, and she's, like, nagging him, and he, like, pulls a gun on her and he's like, if you don't, like, stop talking, blah blah blah, threatens her with a gun, and she, like, looks scared at first, and then she, like, looks down into the gun barrel, and she's like, you're so broke you can't even afford bullets. I hope if I'm ever threatened at gunpoint, it's by a person who's too poor to afford bullets, and I have the presence of mind to be like, let me check. Let me see. Anyway, so that's the one I've seen with her in it. Great film. Oscar snubbed, I might add. Ali, that was another one I saw, actually. She played Sanji Roy, the first wife of boxer Muhammad Ali, opposite Will Smith. She didn't think she was the right person for the role initially. I felt like because we were a couple off screen, for people to see us together on screen in a movie like this would take people out of the movie, that people would see Will and Jada there. They wouldn't see Ali and Sanji. She's like a serious actor. Get it? Okay, so on to the Matrix film. Like I was saying, perhaps her best known role to date is part of the Human Rebel, Niobe. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong, but I think that's right. Niobe in the films The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, sequel to The Matrix, and the related video game Enter the Matrix. Love this. The character was written specifically with Pinkett Smith in mind. I can't wait until directors and screenwriters are just, like, specifically writing roles for me, or, like, I'm gonna, like, make a movie, like, and, like, Sheba's gonna be this character. So directly after she filmed her scenes for Ali, Pinkett Smith flew to Australia to work on the Matrix sequels. Oh, she made money on these. Yes, bitch. The sequels earned over $91 million and $48 million during the opening weekends. She was in Collateral, opposite Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. I didn't see that one. I did see this one. She voiced Gloria, a strong, confident, but sweet hippopotamus in the computer animated film Madagascar. I don't know why it doesn't come up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, great one. Great film. Am I right? One of the film's directors said they found all these traits in her voice when they listened to her. She's just perfect. Strong, confident, and sweet. I love that. She was in this drama, Reign Over Me. She played the wife of an affluent dentist. I just went to the dentist today. 2 cavities. Billy has perfect teeth, though. That kid has excellent genes. So they called this film, blah, blah, blah. What they said about Pinkett Smith, they found Pinkett Smith graceful in it. Oh, love that. In 2008, she took on the role of a lesbian author in the all-female comedy, The Women. I didn't see this. Did anyone see this? It's got Meg Ryan, Annette Bening, love her, Deborah Messing, great, Eva Mendes. Though a commercial success, The Women was panned by critics. with Pinkett Smith earning a nomination for the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actress. That sounds like something a bunch of dudes created to hate on women, and it was probably a great film. Now I'm going to see it out of spite for these dudes. I think they know everything. Ugh. Her directorial debut was the drama The Human Contract. I have not heard that, watched that, or heard of that. She also wrote and starred as the sister of a successful but unhappy businessman with Paz Vega. I don't know who that is. But Idris Elba, I know who that is. Hottie. It debuted at the Cannes Film Festival. The success of Madagascar led to her doing the sequel. Oh man, it earned $603 million. Good for her. She was an executive producer and starred as a chief nursing officer in Hawthorne, this TV show. Oh, see? Now I see. After she got successful, everyone's starting to hate on her. Hoes. Pinkett Smith's Hawthorne is tired in every sense of the world, and she's not the only one. Every character and event falls into the category of painfully predictable. Man, shut up. Robert Bianco. Bitch. Anyway, in 2010, she earned a nomination for the Tony Award for Best Musical as a producer for the Broadway musical Fela. Ooh. I bet that was really good. Fela is based on Nigerian singer Fela Kuti. And I bet it's fucking really good. Oh, voiced Gloria in Madagascar 3. Keep it going, girl. Oh, and in NBC Christmas special, Merry Madagascar. And the directed DVD film, Madly Madagascar. I can't wait. So I'm just making money, doing bullshit, and everyone's, into it. Okay, in 2014, she starred in Gotham as gangster Fish Mooney. She was in Magic Mike XXL. Did you guys see that? I want to say it's the second one. Which was weird. They were both weird films, but Channing Tatum, kind of a hottie, but also his eyes are so close together. Okay, she starred in Bad Moms, Love Christina Applegate, sidekick of a domineering parent-teacher association head. She next took on the role of a nurse and uptight mom in the comedy Girls Trip. Woo! I watched that one. Third Jada Pinkett movie I've watched, alongside Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, and Tiffany Haddish. I love Regina Hall. I love Tiffany Haddish and Queen Latifah, but I think if I was going to choose, it would be Queen Latifah, Regina Hall, Jada Pinkett Smith, Tiffany Haddish. Also, the film was chosen by Time Magazine as one of its top 10 films of 2017. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. I like a black woman-led thing, but what else came out in 2017? Anyway, it grossed $140 million worldwide. Love that. The first comedy of 2017 to gross $100 million domestically. Love that. She spoke highly of the cast, reflecting their characters in real life, stating that they are all women who love other women and work to empower each other, a feature that she notes as rare in Hollywood. How perfect, because I too am a woman who, loves other women and works to empower each other. So, and I'm rare as hell, so love that. And so now this is more modern day. She's not that old, she's 50. Beginning in May 2018, she and her mother and her daughter have posted the Facebook Watch talk show Red Table Talk, which focuses on a wide range of topics. I don't know if you guys have watched it. I haven't really, actually. But I know that on some of them she talked about, she just talks about everything, her traumas, infidelities, her struggles with marriage and life and fame and parenting and being a child of a parent and stuff. And I just think that's so helpful. I think that is what we need. And certainly black people, we got to talk about all this stuff or we're just gonna be stuck. So maybe shut the hell up and just let her do her thing. All right. 2021, Time magazine named Pinkett Smith and her co-host to a list of the 100 most influential people in the world. I love that. They right. I think that's also why, like, people recognize, like, she's so powerful, and they hate that. They hate it in a Black woman. Red Table Talk won a Daytime Emmy Award. So what's that? She's got an Emmy, almost a Tony. She's closer to an EGOT than the vast majority of us. Okay, musical career. Under the name Jada Corin, Pinkett Smith formed the metal band Wicked Wisdom. The band is managed by Overbrook Entertainment, a company co-founded by her husband, Will Smith. That's going to be me and Billy, y'all. Just like media gurus. What do you call that? Media, like empire? What is that? Yeah, you know what I mean. They have a debut album, blah, blah, blah. The album peaked at number 44 on the Billboard's Top Heat Seekers. Pinkett Smith shows herself to be an expressive and commanding singer, and that Wicked Wisdom shows considerable promise. Good for her. So in 2004, they got a spot on Britney Spears' Onyx Hotel Tour, one of the year's highest profile tours. Yo, in 2004, Britney Spears, she was killing it. That was like a really, that was kind of probably before things really started to go downhill with asshole dudes controlling Britney Spears' life. Anyway, went to Ozfest, where Sharon Osbourne, who's, been real rich white lady recently, she said, Sharon Osbourne said, I was blown away when you see and hear Jada with her band. It's apparent that she has nothing but love and respect for this genre of music. Beautiful. And of course, people asked, is it because you're Jada Pinkett Smith that you got to be in this thing, in this festival? And she's like, I'm not here asking any favors. You've got to show and prove, and not every audience is going to go for it. Y'all stop. Once word got out that we weren't a joke, people started coming out, and by the 6th or 7th gig, we were on fire. And after 7 dates, the whole attitude of it started to turn around once the word of mouth started getting out. I love that. Hell yes. Okay, other ventures. This is crazy. So this is in 1994, back when she was 23. She created her own fashion label, Maja, or maybe Maha, I don't know. In 1994, the clothing line features women's t-shirts and dresses embellished with the slogan "Sister Power," sold primarily through small catalogs. I love. Jada and Will helped to create the television series All of Us. I didn't watch that one either. My favorite category is lighter skinned man, darker skinned woman. That's just my personal. It feels subversive. We're taught to think of lighter skinned women as the standard of beauty, and I see it a little too much in Black media. So I'm watching. Anyway, she published her first children's book, Girls Hold Up the World, Hold Up This World, which she said, I wrote the book for Willow and for her friends and for all the little girls in the world who need affirmation about being female in this pretty much masculine world. I really tried to capture different sides of femininity. I want girls in the world to feel powerful, to know they have the power to change the world in any way they wish. Oh, I love. She became one of the many celebrities to invest a combined total of $10 million in Carol's Daughter, a line of beauty products created by Lisa Price. Did I hear that Carol's Daughter isn't really Black owned anymore? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe not. It was acquired by L'Oreal anyway. So now it's white owned. Anyway, okay. Philanthropy. She was the MC of the Million Woman March in Philadelphia in 1997. Did y'all go? Oh, God. They've got Will and Jada have a family foundation in Baltimore, a charity that focuses on youth in urban inner cities and family support. Her aunt is the foundation's executive director, which I love it, but like one day I'll do a thing on like philanthropy and charitable work. It's like, is it really like, why is everything still so terrible? Like, aren't y'all like millionaires and billionaires? Like, I need y'all to do a lot more. Whatever you're doing, you know, the number one cause of death for children in Baltimore is still gun homicide. So I see how powerful she is. Like, she's able to do a lot of shit. So, you know, just if I don't want to give a black woman more labor, but don't love this either. After meeting Tom Cruise during the filming of Collateral, Will and Jada donated $20,000 to the Hollywood Education and Literacy Program, which is Scientology's basis for homeschooling. I know that was a thing. I'd heard they were Scientologists, and like that was going to be the thing that I, was like, oh, religion, rich people, it's all a grift. Okay. Donated $1 million to her alma mater, Baltimore School of the Arts. Dedicated the new theater to her classmate and close friend Tupac. Did a lot of stuff for lupus. Did a lot of stuff for PETA. And actually, she wrote a letter to Baltimore's mayor asking that Ringling Brothers Circus, they would come and they would like parade down Paca Street, and the elephants would eat like apples and stuff at Lexington Market. It was cute, but not cute was that they used elephants in a circus. Like, it's just people have different sensibilities now. So Billy, I will discuss that briefly. Billy says, what do you think about the slap? Was it her fault? I don't know what he's talking about. No, we're going to talk about that later. In the early 90s, Pinkett Smith dated former basketball player Grant Hill while he attended Duke University. Pinkett Smith has had a close relationship with rapper Tupac. She appeared in his music videos Keep Your Head Up, Temptations, came up with a concept for California Love. This is another thing. In 1995, she contributed $100,000 towards Shakur's bail, which was like $1 million or something. It was like a huge bail. As he awaited an appeal on his sexual abuse conviction, Pinkett Smith stated in the 2003 documentary Tupac Resurrection that he was one of my best friends. He was like a brother. It was beyond friendship for us, the type of relationship we had. You only get that once in a lifetime. Which, it's tough. I am not about like rape apologists or, supporting rich dudes in being unaccountable to the shitty things they do. But also 1995, she was 71, 81 to 91, like 23. 23-year-old Sheba has probably supported a rapist. I've probably given into, certainly at 23, was like, do we know the full story? It's he said, she said. He would never do that, girl, now I know better. And hopefully Jada does too. Okay, also, so a thing I wanted to go through, and this is Tupac's thing, because, I'm just like on the fence about like Tupac. Whenever like dudes are really into a thing, I'm like, is it really as cool as we think it is? I wanted to do okay, so what happened in freaking, okay, he was cast in Menace to Society, but replaced him when Shakur assaulted him on set due to a discrepancy with the script. Which is like, that's real. Someone assaults me, I'm not going to work with you. So I don't know if I would have stood by, this guy. But, I don't have any, close friends from high school. So maybe that's me. Shakur listed Jada Pinkett Smith, some other people I don't know, and Mickey Rourke among the people who were looking out for him while he was in prison. Also mentioned Madonna. Okay, where is this? Okay, legal issues. Okay, Shakur and 2 other men were charged with sodomizing a woman in his hotel room. He ended in February 95. He was sentenced to 18 months to 4.5 years in prison. who decried an act of brutal violence against a helpless woman. His accuser later filed a civil suit seeking $10 million in damages, which is subsequently settled. Okay, so I'm saying February 1995, he was sentenced to 18 months to 4.5 years in prison. While he was serving that sentence, he in October, like he was pending an appeal, and that was where Jada helped him out with bail money. And that was like October 1995. And while he was out on appeal, less than a year later, he was murdered. I'm saying, I mean, were he in jail serving the sentence for assaulting a black woman, he wouldn't have been out in a place where he could have been shot in a drive-by. Just saying, I don't know, kind of interesting coincidence. We think we're doing right at the time, but, I get it. 23-year-old Sheba did not make half of the great decisions that she has, so I'll allow it, but. Okay, blah, blah, blah. 2018, okay, she was diagnosed with alopecia, which means you lose your hair, yeah? Also known as as spot baldness, a condition in which hair is lost from some or all areas of the body. Psychological stress and illness are possible factors. In December 21, she showed a video of herself with a shaved head. Now, at this point, I can only laugh. Mama's going to have to take it down to the scalp so nobody thinks she's got brain surgery or something. Me and this alopecia are going to be friends, period. Now, like, we all know about black women and hair and all of the stuff that goes into that. And it's a big thing. So this idea of being strong but not wanting to look weak, and we have a lot of ableist ideas in our thing, so like even having to get in front of a story, like being like, I don't want anyone to think I got brain surgery or something, like why not let these hoes wonder. Okay, anyway, family, she has a mother-daughter relationship, is usually the most honest, and we're so close. My mother understood what I wanted and never stood in my way. She met Will in 1994 on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She auditioned for the role of his character's girlfriend, but she was considered too short, and the role went to actress Nia Long. I was always like worried that I was too short to like be, a model or an actress or something. I'm like, I am 5 feet tall, like when I'm wearing basketball shoes. Like, fuck. Anyway, they began dating, and Jada eventually moved from Baltimore to California to be with him. In December 97, while she was 3 months pregnant, about 100 guests attended their wedding at the Cloisters, which is in Lutherville, near Baltimore. So cute. Regarding her marriage, Jada said that they are private people, and that I will throw away my career before I let it break up our marriage. I made it clear to Will I'd throw it away completely. They produce films through their joint production company, Overbrook Entertainment and Westbrook Inc. Love that. They have 2 children, Jada and Willow. She's a stepmother of Trey Smith. Parenting styles, we're not strict, but we definitely believe it's a very important component for rearing children. It creates safety for them. They understand that they need guidance. That's like pretty real. My parents were like probably 100 times more strict than the Smiths are. But I get it. They live on a 27,000 square foot home on 100 acres in Malibu. Like, do we like need all that? Come on. It's like not a good, I get it. It's what white people do, but like, come on. In May 2014, Moises Arias, which, that's an interesting looking person, who was 20 at the time, was photographed shirtless in a bed with then 13-year-old Willow Smith. The photo triggered an investigation into the family by LA County Department of Children and Family Services, which I'm sure was a great use of resources. And I bet you know, it's like, ugh. Cops don't keep us safe. We know this. In April 2013, Pinkett Smith caused many to believe she and her husband were in an open marriage after stating in an interview, "I've always told Will, you can do whatever you want as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and be okay. Because at the end of the day, Will is his own man. I'm here as his partner, but he's his own man." Which is a pretty, like, you know, vague general statement. But I get, like, in the English language, like, people like kind of like, oh, if it's not like monogamy, strict monogamy, it's an open marriage. So anyway, she said, "Open marriage, the statement I made in regard to Will can do whatever he wants has illuminated the need to discuss the relationship between trust and love and how they coexist." And then look, a couple years later, she starts Red Table Talk, which is all about talking about that stuff. So then when people are like, oh, why is she talking about that stuff? It's like, you hoes. She's always been about that. Like, it's because we need it. Ugh. Okay, June 2020, singer and rapper August Alsina, a friend of Pinkett Smith's son Jaden, said that they'd been involved in an adulterous affair in 2016 when he was 23 and she was 44. Also, like, if I was 23 and a rich woman wanted to have sex with me, please, in a second. It's like, I would do it now, honestly. If Jada wanted to have sex with me, just let me know. Well, I'll be much more discreet than this bitch. What in the hell? August, this hoe. Anyway, she said it wasn't true. This guy said it happened with Will Smith's permission. Anyway, this is where we get the idea of an entanglement. Remember, everyone was all like, "Oh, an entanglement. Oh, why is everyone so crazy about creating new words?" Yes, affair feels to me like an ongoing thing. Like, an entanglement is like, I had like a really fun weekend and got my groove back with someone I thought was going to be able to keep their mouth shut, but obviously fucking not. Anyway, she eventually got, so Pinkett Smith said Alsina misconstrued it as permission because she and her husband were separated amicably, which is real. Like, okay, she eventually got back together with Will after breaking off the relationship with him, and Alsina, and stated she hasn't spoken to him since. Use of the word went viral on the internet with rapper Rick Ross and Alsina doing a collaboration titled Entanglements. Like, these dudes are like so unoriginal and so uncreative. Y'all just like look for like, what are black women doing and how can I like be misogynistic against it and be like, yeah, you like, y'all are so corny. Oh my God. So singing lines such as, "The definition of entanglement is when you get tangled in the sheets and you left your man just to fuck with me and break his heart." Break his heart? Oh my God. Like, I mean, she did fuck an idiot kid. So like, fine. But like, Rick Ross, why would you co-sign such a fucking cringy, like, weird way to look at a fucking, what do you call it? Like a fuck buddy. Okay, Billy said, "LOL, discreet. You propositioned her on live stream, SMH. Who? August Alsina? Wait, me? Oh, I propositioned her on a live stream. I know. Well, hopefully by the time, like, we get together, we'll be, like, you know, they're also, like, in their 50s, so, like, you know, maybe they struggle with the idea of, like, divesting from monogamy and, like, the idea of what that looks like. Aaron says, "Must be wild for Jaden." Yo, you know what I heard also, though? What I think is probably even wilder? Billy Ray Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus is dating this, like, woman who's, like, younger than Miley Cyrus. Engaged to Fire Rose. Okay. Ew. So he's 61 and he's engaged to a 34-year-old. Ugh. Gross. How old is Miley Cyrus? $30. Ew. Gross. I don't know. If I was Jaden, I would be like, wow, my very sexy mom has sex. Yeah. Like, I'd be like, grow up. I let you live in my house for free on our 100-acre estate, Jaden. You must be wild. Anyway, in 2021, Will Smith stated that Pinkett Smith never believed in conventional marriage and that both of them have had sexual relationships outside of their marriage. Yeah, like fucking adults do. Silly. Like, the backlash on that was just, like, so, like, pearl clutching and like, oh my God, two sexy people have sex and their children who are adults know, they talk about it. Like, yeah, we're not doing the, like, my husband has a second family who we all just don't talk about. Like, no. Women are getting theirs too. And I'm so impressed with her. Okay, so love that. Love that it's just her filmography. I think they have like... Ugh. See also, Will Smith, Chris Rock slapping incident that Billy talked about. I love this. The slap was in response to Rock's joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett's shaved head, which she'd been shaving due to alopecia. I love it. Yo, I'm all about Black women being protected. A man putting his body on the line for a Black woman. And I know we're like, okay, Helen of Troy, sure, like we can start an entire war for a white woman, but a Black woman, come on, in front of the white people, we don't want to I think, wasn't it like 5 years ago that we were being like, Oscar's so white? We know these are a dumb bullshit, nepotism, white supremacy maintaining, patriarchal fucking farce of a award show. Why do we even care about it? I know like one cool Chris, too. So Chris Rock, no. Chris Rock just did he had done a thing on Good Hair, which is about the struggles Black women and the difficult relationship, that Black women have with hair and stuff. And so it's like, shut the fuck up about Black women. Find something else to joke about. You couldn't think of anything better to joke about. That's what you thought the white people wanted to see. You like joking about a Black woman. Like, old man comedians are just really ruining us and not making us better. So let's get fucking better. Anyway, yeah, I am on Will Smith's side, especially when I heard everyone like, oh, he's a role model, and what are the children gonna think? Oh, like, oh, I'm sorry. Are the children becoming Will Smiths? Are they becoming one of the highest grossing actors? Are they, becoming rappers to like rap happy and to not curse and things? Are they like staying married to a successful woman who they very publicly like are obsessed with? Is that what the children are doing? Are they doing that too? If not, then like stop the pearl clutching. It's just so unbecoming. And like I see y'all are just jealous of her. She is just all of your faves. She's their faves, and you hate it. You hate it. You hate that Black woman is just being herself, and she's doing it better than you. Directing all those videos, closer to an EGOT than you, gets to suck Will Smith's dick, gets her pussy eaten probably by Tupac and Will Smith. Like, she could have done nothing else in her life, and that would have been enough. Also, this cool thing, like, to show that she's just always been, like, fucking about it and really, like, I don't know, trying to use her position seemingly, like, as best she can. Let's watch this real quick. I wish this was, let me make it a little smaller. Okay, this is her, a young Jada Pinkett holding Eazy-E accountable for his lyrics about women. How do I turn on the sound? Oh, here we go.
Him that before I met him today, I would have thought that he was a woman hater because of his music that he writes, you know, and that he, owning his own record company, can make a change starting from there within his community to uplift us. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to his music, I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel good about my people. And I said, Eric, you have the power to do that.
But you know what, Eric, are you going to, let's let Eric address this. Eric, are you going to do that? Will this change,
Yeah, Eric.
change the way you think about the music and about the way you write?
Yes,
In what way?
to a certain point.
You got now a young sister here in your face, in your face, who is saying, I want to see a change. I want to know really what you can do about it.
Say nice things about it.
I do say nice things about sisters.
To me, but you got to say it on the record where me being a young sister, I told Eric, I said, I cannot listen to your music and feel good about myself. Now, come on.
I can't listen to your music and feel good about myself. Yo, and speaking truth to power, yes. All these dudes want to be like, oh, she's got, you know, like freedom of speech, like always at the expense of black women. And I'm tired of it. Anyway, this is her Instagram, her social media presence. Look at her with her mama and Will and that dude Jay Shetty and Lauren London. This is all like, it's a lot of stuff on like what she produces. Like, look at this. She has this African Queens on Netflix. Have y'all seen that? I haven't seen that. Oh my God, Erin says she's a Renaissance woman who wrote some comics. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I love that. I love a woman who is just like doing her thing and everything's made up. You know it. So I love a woman who proves that. Yeah, look at her. Just like doing it. Daniel Glover. Is this that guy Twitch? Her with her family. Like, y'all, leave this woman alone. She is doing her thing. She is a Renaissance woman. And, like, we're freaking lucky to exist in the same timeline as her. So, cool it. Okay, let's go back and let's do the lightning round. Okay. All right, lightning round. Let me go up out of here real quick. Wow, what a prolific filmography. Okay, so lightning round, and here we go. Let's see what open marriage comes up. Okay, a form of non-monogamy in which the partners of a dyadic marriage, love that, agree that each may engage in extramarital sexual relationships without this being regarded as infidelity. That's a good definition. That's very true. You know, me and Billy like to, you know, bring an additional person or two into our boudoir also, and can't recommend it highly enough. Like, we're just so sexy. It would be kind of a waste if we were the only ones to get to experience that. So, hell yeah. Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Not a lot of links on this one. Okay, let's go lifestyle swinging. Let's see. Sorry, lots of stuff on wife swapping. Okay. I always used to think of like swinging as like, there's this movie like The Ice Storm or something, and or something, and it's about like these, like, it's in the 70s or something, and it's like a bunch of white people in like New England, and they like put their keys into a fish bowl and like go home with it, and it just feels like, ugh, some of the dudes are so gross, and you can tell some of the women are like, dang, I have to, and I'm just like, never. God, I'm like very glad that I exist in this time period. Terry Gold, who's that? An author and investigative journalist. His grandfather was a Jewish mobster in New York. That's fun. Yo, I wish there was a link about the Jewish mob, because I hear that was like a, and still kind of is a thing that's involved in like meat packing things and just mafioso, a major Asian mafioso. Oh, Goodfella. Oh man, I didn't really get through that many today, but that's okay. It was so cool. Sorry, full screen. Anyway, sorry, that was a long one. I did not realize Jada Pinkett Smith had such a prolific filmography and life. And I just love a woman, particularly a black woman, who is just like so powerful that like powerful dudes are just like drawn to them and like want to have this person in their life and want to like, you know, power couple with them. Like, yes. So anyway, I think a lot of the ire that comes at Jada Pinkett is because they're jealous of how talented she is, how powerful she is, and how she like gets everything she wants. I'm impressed with her. I'm hoping to look half as sexy as she does right now when I'm like 40. So 5 years from now, I'm hoping to look as sexy as 50-year-old Jada Pinkett Smith. And y'all know you do too. Anyway, okay, Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday. We're going to have a Sheba Sunday. It's going to be fun. I took a break last week, and now I'm going to get back into it. It's going to be really fucking dope. Anyway, thanks for listening. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks, Jada. You're dope. Sorry. We're going to do this. Bear with me. Yep, everything's made up. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right.